Okay, hi everyone. The music in the background is from Jay Park, and what I want to do is talk about, girls and what would be an ideal date if you have a girl that you're interested in and if you're working. So, a few places that I find that are, really um, romantic or just fun for outgoing girls are theme parks like Illich Gardens and Waterworld, um, you know, Dorney Park, other places like that. If you're in New York, then I know you won't have a Waterworld, but you'll have Splish Splash. And, that might be fun as a first date. Um, yes, they can be very pricey, so you got to make sure that you save up and you know exactly what you're going to do. But I do recommend that if it's a first date, then don't bring them to an amusement park really, unless you're able to use it smartly. And even though, um, you may have to dish it out for the food and the ticket, if you have a season pass and you have one free ticket, then that takes care of the entry, and all you have to do is worry about food and transportation. Now, which would make things a lot easier. So if you have a season's pass and you have that free ticket, or all you have to do is pay for her ticket and just to go get something to eat, then I would recommend taking her to a theme park. Um, I also believe that another great place for a girl who may not be so outgoing would be to the movie theaters and or um, dinner. Now, I would recommend instead of just doing, either just one or the other, to go to a outlet mall like Southlands in Colorado, or like um, the one that's in Bayshore, New York, um, because they have movie theaters and restaurants. So you can pick a movie and then eat after the movie or before the movie, and you can get souvenirs to remind you of a date, especially if it went very well. Now, if she's like you and you're the type of guy that's just chill and laid back, and you're cool with almost anything, then I recommend taking her bowling or shooting pool, or even taking her mini golf. Um, those would be awesome places. But you need to make sure that you know her personality and that the date's not going to bore her. Because if the date's going to bore her, then it's sad to say that the date will not go well. So you have to be considerate of her and yourself. Now, sadly, taking someone out on a lunch date isn't an official date. It's only taking them for 30 minutes or so to go eat something and then go back to what you were doing. An appropriate first date has to be until, or should be until, um, one or two around there, 1 hour to 2 hours. Um, Preferably try to keep it as long as the parents are okay with. And no, it's always respectful and very manly of you to ask the parents' permission to take the daughter out on the date. Um, and if they say no, then respect it temporarily until you can prove to them that you're not another scumbag. Because there's a lot of men out there that all they want to do is just get into a girl's pants. And if you're really that gentleman, you should be able to wait and, you know, play it cool and have the parents fall for you. So then when they respect you and feel like they can trust you enough, you can ask again, and most likely they'll say yes. So play your cards right. Don't just be like, oh, they told me no, so I'm still gonna do it anyways, because then you'll find yourself stuck in a Romeo and Juliet story. Um, just another thing would be to, try to avoid fighting before the date, because she might pull a rain check or anything like that. Um, and make sure that it's a date that's appropriate to the weather. So that means if it's a winter day and it's around Christmas, you know, think of taking her to a place where it's nicely decorated. There'll be ice skating, and you can get hot cocoa and walk and talk. Very calm, nice, romantic areas. And it should be a lot cheaper than, what other people expect certain things to be. And, um, it's romantic, one. I think I already said that. And it works better. It does work better. Now, if it's summer, take her to the pool or, enjoy yourself. To, that just don't be perverts. Alright, I think that's all. So I'll put a second part of this video so then I can go into the more of do's and don'ts. Um, but yeah, bye internet.